Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Now, second accuser has come forward to accuse CNN of scripting town hall, only certain narrative allowed. A second accuser stepped forward on Thursday to accuse CNN of scripting their anti-gun town hall this week. Andrew Klein, the father of a Marjory Stoneman Douglas student, told Laura Ingraham on the Ingraham Angle that CNN was only interested in interviewing those willing to expose a certain narrative. Now, Breitbart also reported that a second accuser has come forward with the credible allegation that CNN is only interested in interviewing those willing to expose a certain narrative in favor of gun control. Now, on Thursday night, Fox News' Laura Ingraham spoke with Andrew Klein, the father of one of the students who survived the last week's school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Now, Ingraham pointed out accurately that CNN's widely criticized Wednesday night town hall event was one-sided. The questionnaires were all anti-gun, all opposed the NRA, and launched venomous personal attacks against Senator Marco Rubio and NRA spokesperson Donna Loesch. Now, Jack Tapper, the anti-Trump, anti-gun pundit who moderated the spectacle, also had an audience of thousands who all appeared to be rapidly anti-gun, going so far as to boo a rape victim as Tapper remained silent. Now, Tapper has yet to disavow his audience's behavior or to apologize to the rape survivor.
Last night at the big CNN town hall event, there was a lot of raw emotion. One of the students who wanted to attend but didn't attend because he was upset that to him it seemed like his question was being scripted for him. He spoke out tonight on Tucker's show. I want to play it for you and get your reaction. Let's watch.
They had taken what I had wrote and what I had briefed on and talked about, and they actually wrote the question for me.
But not with your words. I mean, they put their own words into your question, even after they'd asked you to send questions in. But that seems dishonest.
It definitely did, and that's kind of why I didn't go last night. Originally, I had thought that it was going to be more of my own question and my own say, and then it turned out to be more of just a script. And she had actually said that over the phone that I needed to stick to the script.
Ariana, what's your reaction to that? That the CNN denies this, by the way, but they have a history of planting questions that Michelle Malkin and others have written about before in other events. But Colton Haab, who gave that interview, was emphatic about his point.
Yes. Well, I think the whole point of the town hall meeting was to hear the kids and hear what we had to say. And for that to happen is inexcusable. Our voices need to be heard, and he should have been able to ask any question he had to ask. But instead, we have these networks that don't want us to give our real opinions, and they want us to further their own agendas.
Andrew, it seemed like
Laura,
most of the students, Andrew, had the same opinion on what to do, namely to ban certain weapons, to trash the NRA, to be really disrespectful to Marco Rubio, and nasty things being said to Dana Lash, who was there. But they all seemed to be pretty much in agreement, as far as I could tell. There was no diversity of opinion among either the students or anyone else that I saw, even in the audience.
And Laura, that's not surprising at all. I actually spoke to a CNN producer on Thursday, the day after the shooting, and the producer insinuated to me they were looking for people who were willing to espouse a certain narrative, which was taking the tragedy and turning it into a policy debate, and I read that as being a gun control debate. And unfortunately, I think a lot of the people talking about gun control don't understand what they're talking about, because I'm a Republican, I'm a gun owner, I'm a responsible gun owner. And when we talk about gun control, it's not about taking guns away from people like me. It's about keeping them out of the hands of the people who should not have them, who are irresponsible, who are a threat to society. And when, last night when Ted Deutsch kept repeating his mantra that he wants to eliminate any gun that can fire 150 rounds in 6 minutes, that's almost every gun that's out there. So this supposed assault weapons ban, these other items they're talking about, aren't going to accomplish anything, along those lines. So I agree we need to make some headway. We need to raise the age to buy a rifle. I agree with the president on that. But beyond that, a lot of these folks who are yelling gun control, really don't have a great grasp on what they're talking about.
So, Andrew, let me just get this straight. So the CNN producer who called you right after the shooting said specifically what about the way they wanted to produce interviews and so forth?
Well, as I recall, the producer said, you know, we're looking for people who want to talk about the policy implications about what happened in terms of, she didn't mention guns, but, you know, in terms of the policy implications for preventing future mass shootings. And if you know folks who want to talk about that, we'd like to speak to those people.
Very interesting. Ariana and
Yes.
Mr. Klein, thank you.
Be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And tell me how you feel about this report. But other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. And let's make America great again. Peace.